Hello, it's me. I'm back. This is a redo of a video because the last one I made, I was gonna upload. I was in a very bad mood and said some things I shouldn't have. So, yippee, you did the censored version. Whoopee! I'm just in a bad mood after last night. Don't want to get too much into it. I just want to get on with what I have to say and probably go die in a hole somewhere. But on to today's subject, Ukraine. Like an ex-girlfriend that won't just leave you alone. Zelensky thought we were dumber than a sack of rocks. Trying to start World War III like that. Who the hell does he think he is? I mean, how stupid does he think we are? First off, there was no Russian missile attack during those hours when that missile approached. Second of all, they found the wreckage of it, what was left of the missile and the parts, and, what was left of the parts weren't even Russian. They were one of the missiles that we sent them. The Polish president even said that it was not a Russian missile, it was a missile from Ukraine. And Zelensky, he was just so clean, he was NATO help us, NATO help us. Yeah. We will not get involved or even start a world war. 2 was enough, and the last one did not end so well for Japan. They needed some SPF 5 billion that day. In other news, Kari Lake has still not conceded against Hobbs. Just to say something, huh? But on some other good news, the drinker of the house is officially gone. After what? 102 years of her being in the House of Representatives, she's finally gone. I'm sure Paul would be just... I don't pity him at all. Him or his little special friend. But if one thing is for certain, now that we have the House, we can subpoena Hunter Biden. We already know that he's guilty. We just need to put him through the proper processing of that. That way, even the left can admit he was wrong. And then, hopefully, we can impeach Biden because, he's the big guy, who did all of the good stuff in the end. Speaking of which, he said he was about to go on another vacation. Bloody hell, how many vacations does this guy get? But to change the subject really quick, this red wave thing, I knew it wasn't going to happen because of the Democrat dam. There's no way John Fetterwoman would have won. I said once, I will say it then because it is hilarious how I will call him Fetterwoman until the day I die. Yes, I hope it's soon. I'm trying to be calmed down because the last vid I made ran like a sailor. But to go down to the point, we're still not out of the thick yet. I have some words of encouragement to say, because no one will ever say them to me. Do not feel despair. But there are things at work that we can never understand. Not at the moment, no. We don't know what's really going on behind the scenes. We don't. We can guess, we can spectate, we can theorize, but it's never good to jump on a bandwagon without knowing the whole truth. Some people I worked with believed it was a Russian missile and how Vladimir Putin is a crazy maniac. Okay, he's kind of like that, but not truly. I told them, do not believe in rumors, because it just happened on that day. Yesterday, we found out it was a Ukrainian missile, and I rubbed it in their face. Because they constantly try to believe rumors the day they start. But then another bit of advice I can say is be careful who you work with. The left have spies everywhere. And instead of hiding your pride, of being a conservative, wave it high, wave it like a flag, wave it like Old Glory wherever you go. Do not let them win. We will win back the Senate at least in 2 years. We already have the House. And Donald Trump even made an announcement he's gonna run for 2024. So you better get your belts ready. Because in 2 years, there's gonna be a whole can of whoopers that we're going to unleash against the Marxist terrorists who dare try to destroy our republic, indoctrinate our kids, and destroy our entire fuel resource. We have no diesel left. We are, in a sense, dieselless. We have no more diesel because we gave it all away to some other country which we have no economical ties to. In a sense. And of course, another I can say is that do not be afraid to stand up for your beliefs. Never ever give in to those who want to destroy you. Never give up. You will never ever succeed if you constantly let those bullies bully you to the ground. You will stand strong, stand your ground, and you will win. No matter what is the cost. No matter what they try to do. If they try to get you fired, blacklisted, removed from society, you still know these facts. That you are still strong. You will not go to their depths. You will not go to their low life attitude. You will make sure that no matter what the putrid left tries to make you out to become, you will stay a true conservative. You will not fight unless provoked. You will not attack unless they attack first. You will only defend what you have to defend. Do not start getting into fights unless you necessarily have to defend someone else's honor from their sinful wrath. I had to do that on multiple occasions, standing up to my other conservative brethren because some liberal decided to run their bloody mouth for almost an hour eating Pop-Tarts when they do nothing but cut meat. Many people at my work are conservatives, moderate conservatives, young conservatives. And this old guy, some middle-aged person in the bloody smoked meat section, dare say that I am a threat to democracy merely for having a pin. Is that the world you want to live in, huh? To be a submissive person? To take it? You will never win, never succeed. We will never succeed. As long as we tirelessly tuck our tails in and put our heads down and not try to have any fight, Abraham Lincoln would be rolling around in his grave if he would ever find out that the Conservative Party would even flinch of a conversation like that. He and others did not sacrifice their mental sanity, even some of their lives, during the Civil War, just so we can tuck our tails in at the first sign of harassment from the left. Well, what about Reagan, huh? Would he be proud of us? To be so frightened to not even try to correct the left and the rhetoric? What about Teddy Roosevelt, huh? The man who took a bullet to the chest and continued to speak for 3 hours. Do you think he would be proud of us? Hell, even in those days, he said that we were going into the wrong direction, and he was right! Look at us! Look at us! We're so fragile now, we're just so weak and pathetic, so full of bloody soy, that we can't even see that there are greater things that we have done. We have done greater things than less. What? Are we not able to have a simple conflict of interest? That's what they want. Never, ever give in to those blubbering, blithering idiots who constantly to pick and pick and pick at everything Donald Trump does, but not even gets 10 feet near the giant pile of scheisse that the Bidens, the Clintons, the Obamas did. And as we speak, there are still innocent people around the world suffering because of them. In Afghanistan, mostly because they are still in there. Almost been a year, and those poor innocent people are still in there. So yes, they say that. Wait, come on, man! Damn, the people just know what I'm doing. No. If 75% of the whole bloody country says you suck, you suck. Do not take the 25% as a win. Go back to your basement and play tiddlywinks with Kamala for a week and let the true adults take charge. Those who will not actually just sit around doing nothing, twiddling their thumbs and eating gallons of ice cream. No, we'll be the ones who constantly try to bundle things up with foreign affairs, like tasting the ring of a certain prince. Or even falling asleep at a simple summit meeting. Or getting confused on what country you are bloody in. I wish we had Count Binface in America. We need a Count Binface in America. So, Count Binface, if you're watching this, and if you are, thank you, man. I hope you can ever have it in your free time, in all of the galaxy, conquering other planets, to come to America and shed some beautiful light on us. We need some more rubbish people like you, because you know how to deal with rubbish. Because rubbish is your thing. By the way, vote Count Binface for you take Prime Minister this year. So yeah, but still, I'm still very bloody angry over many things, and this is the only way I can relieve my anger without putting another hole in the wall. So I'm sorry if I seem a bit too toxic or a bit rampant, But I don't have anything else to release my anger on except for the bloody left who try to destroy us. We will never let them win. We will conquer what is rightfully ours. We will take back what is rightfully ours. This country, which had some deep, dark times in the past. We had some dark days in the past. Hoover, Wilson, Carter. But we've always gotten back on our feet and continued the race. Even after the Great Depression, we were still the strongest nation on earth, no matter what happened. And when we were low on oil in the 70s, when we had some terrorists take control of an airplane with some hostages, what did Carter do? Nothing. But every time we had a bad Democrat president, we had someone greater in their place. Think of it. Who was the president before Lincoln? Buchanan, the shriveling piece of snot who did nothing. Abraham Lincoln, he did his best to keep the Union intact. It wasn't his fault that the Democrats said that take our slaves. They started, he just ended it. Not mention of Teddy Roosevelt. He was the one who put down the coal strike in the early 1900s. And he did so much before and after he was president. Not to mention the fact that, of course, Hoover was a bit of a type of guy. He was okay by himself, but a president, I would not have made him president of a bloody book club. And then, of course, we had someone else. We had Truman. He was okay after FDR. He was okay. JFK, he was okay. And yes, that was supposed to rhyme. But his one mistake was convertibles. Convertibles. And of course, in the 70s, we had Carter. I was never alive for that, but I've seen the mess he created. But Ronald Reagan, he did his best, and he did it to the letter. Granted, the war on drugs thing was a bit of a fluffer, but you win some, you lose some, and at least he made Gorbachev laugh once in a while. It's a win-lose situation kind of there. And then, of course, we had a long line of Democrat presidents bundling things up. Some rhinos in the process. But Donald Trump, he was the ticket. The golden ticket, in a sense, for us to rejoin an age where we have lost patriotism. Think of it. Before Donald Trump, when was the last time you saw an American flag fly anywhere? When was the last time you heard the Star Spangled Banner being broadcasted on live TV? When was the last time you actually said, I'm proud to be an American? I don't remember that from Obama year, and I was almost in my teen years, still in my kid years, Obama, and I never heard it once. Not one flag, not one, oh, say, can you see by the dawn's street light, in any stores where I went to, mostly because I went to a public store in Detroit, so, yeah, the 90s took it there. But the reason why I went on, because to give some people hope. We will never surrender, no matter what the cost may be. So no matter what you do, just to make sure of these few things. Do not ever go down to their depths. Do not assault, do not attack, do not do anything to provoke them or give them fuel. Just speak your piece and walk away. And if they try to start a fight with you, just continue to give them the facts and walk away. Second of all, if a young conservative is being bullied by some liberals, not on Twitter, that happens all the bloody time, but in person, or someone you work with being bullied, feeling dismissive, give them hope. Give them the hope they need to continue. Make sure that they are proud to be a young conservative. Make them proud to be who they are. And do not let anyone from the left try to disorient their mind, make them crazy, give them brain fog, and try to make stupid decisions. That's all I have to give. That's all I have at the moment. That's all I can do at the moment. That's all we can do at the moment, is try to give each other a bit of hope. That's all we have to give to our loved ones, to our family members, that no matter how many times that someone pesters you, how many times they try to, in a sense, raise your gourds, to make your hair fizz out, to get your back hair on the end, that things will always get better, and they will suffer for their crimes, and they will suffer, and it will be sweet. It will be sweet. That's all I can say for now. I hope you enjoyed this vid. I'm sorry it took so long, but I just needed to vent on, because I'm tired of this. I will see you in the next vid.